Hey guys, Demoman here, and it's another episode of Star Citizen Megaships, and voted by popular demand and almost everybody, the Banu Merchantman, or the Banu Slaver, as I call it. But yeah, this is a really cool looking ship with a very sinister background. So, first of all, we need to get into why is the Banu ship like, what it is, and let's find out more about the Banu, and I'll tell you more about their culture and stuff, and it'll give you more of a rounded idea of what this ship is about. So let's just jump right in. Right, so the Merchantman is a very unique ship in regards to what role it plays in the universe. It's a trading ship, it's a sort of blockade running smuggling ship, it's a combat ship, and it's a mobile shop. Now, the Banu, what they'll do is with the Merchantman, they'll fly around collecting rare goods from wherever you like, you name it, and they'll come down to settlements that are quite remote and desperate for sources of entertainment or unique items or the necessities. And they'll go down there and they'll sell these rare goods or junk at a really big profit to these needy people. And that's what the Banu do. They're traders. They go wherever the money is and wherever they can start, dragging more credits out of people wherever they can. Now, the Banu in themselves are quite a mysterious race in the sense that we're not allowed in a lot of their territory. The UEE is like off limits there. And it also means that there's a lot of crime in Banu turf. And the Banu themselves, they don't reveal too much on how they get their wares, but you can guarantee a lot of the slave trade that the Banu do is not exactly done by willing people. So there's an old game that you can play on the Star Citizen website that, funnily enough, is with the introduction to the Carrack. I'll put a link to it in the description below. Now, the Banu, as you'll get to see in that mini game, you'll come across a crew of something called the Rip and Rag, and that's just a freelancer, and you come across them and you have a bit of a talk with them, and then you leave them, and then you fly away. Now after that, you encounter them again as slaves aboard a Banu Merchantman. Now the Banu Merchantman is a slaver vessel. It comes with many cages and things like this, which you can store other people in, other aliens and all sorts of things like that. Now, so you gotta remember, folks, the Banu are a bit like the that guy from Star Wars Episode 1, I don't care about any Jedis, only money, that guy. But yeah, I absolutely love the Merchantman though. It's a gorgeous looking ship. It's absolutely beautiful. And if you guys have picked it up now, that's a very good investment, because getting a hold of one of these ships is going to be extremely difficult considering the fact they're only handed down from Banu to Banu. So having one now is it's a pretty big deal. They're going to be difficult to get a hold of. So good investment, guys, and it's an absolutely glorious vessel. So let's continue on with the Banu here. What makes the Merchantman cool? The Banu Merchantman isn't just a ship, it's a home and a way of life. We know that a lot of backers want to become traders and merchantmen in Star Citizen's persistent universe. And we created a ship that is more than just a sturdy bulk freighter for you. The Merchantman is a traveling bazaar, capable of landing and docking, then inviting locals in to view what's in the cargo hold and what you have on offer. The ship's design, perfected by generations of Banu development, is intended to offer a combination of high speed and durability. While the Banu is less configurable than the Caterpillar or Starfarer, there's still plenty of room to take the ship in different directions. From black market trade platform to a deadly Q ship, it's a force to be reckoned with. Banu traders are renowned for their merchant prowess, traveling the space lanes and trading with everyone from humans to the Vanduul. Their sturdy, dedicated trading ships are prized beyond all other transports, sometimes passing from generation to generation of Banu. Now, with the Banu Merchantman, you're going to get a really unique game experience, because this is a Banu ship, and as they said here, this is straight from the CIG, at 27 million we will expand the same thinking to the Banu, starting with the Merchantman ship. The design team will expand Banu technology to offer players a completely different way of experiencing their universe. Now that sounds pretty cool, right? Alright, so let's have a look at what the early stats page says here. So, focus is trade. Length 100 meters, mass 811,395 kilograms, max crew 8 persons, cargo capacity 5,018 cargo units. So, primary engines. You have 1, 2, 3 tier 6 engines. That makes it pretty quick. And then on top of that, you also have 12 tier 3 maneuvering thrusters and a size 6 power plant. It has one gimbaled mount to be determined, one pylon mount to be determined, a manned turret to be determined, a shield that's size 7, and additional equipment 1 slot. So the Merchantman is going to be quite versatile in many ways. So I'll get back around to the Merchantman in a second, and we'll talk a little bit more about the Banu here. But yeah, let's look at their personality. Trade is the name of the game in the Banu systems. While each of the planets boasts their own specific flavor of culture and tradition, a love of money and trade bind them all. Banu worlds are vibrant, dangerous places with criminals and nobles brushing shoulders in various marketplaces. Anything can be found with the Banu if you have the credits. Having said that, you should note that this doesn't describe every single Banu, just most of them. Military. The Banu can pull together a formidable fighting force if needed, but they do not have a dedicated standing army. Instead, the Banu militia keeps a relative peace on the day-to-day basis within their systems. This militia operates on a rotational basis, drawing volunteers, even some criminals, for the various inhabited planets within their systems to keep an eye on things in space. To call their approach to law enforcement fast and loose is an understatement, so lots of criminals, folks. Suffice to say, there's a lot of crime with the Banu, so the woeful lack of communication between various planet states means that criminals can simply hop off-world from when his or her current world becomes too dangerous. Since the UEE and even the Advocacy is forbidden to pursue criminals over the borders, the Banu planets are a haven for UEE criminals. And if an attempt is made to reclaim fugitives through official channels, very few of the Banu planets will extradite any fugitives found on their surface. That hasn't stopped some of the more creative thinkers within the Advocacy from sending agents undercover tracking and abducting fugitives, then smuggling them back to UEE space. So the Banu are a very shifty race, guys. They're pretty much everything is for sale. You know, like they don't really hold back. If you have the credits, you can buy anything. So be careful, folks. If you're out in the verse and you see a Banu merchantman, you're low on fuel and need help, because they might just end up enslaving your entire crew, and you included. So the Banu merchantman is going to be a powerful, fast, nimble, large ship that is capable of enslaving or just trading in wares. It's going to be an excellent trade ship. It can carry a lot of cargo for its size, guys. Please take this in mind. It's got the armor and the firepower and the speed to make every pirate think twice. That said, it could make an excellent pirate vessel if you choose to. Because, you know, something that is designed to be able to trade and sell things on the fly and run barricades and hell, even capture people is quite a good ship. So please take it in mind, folks, that the Banu are a money-orientated race. So make sure you have a fistful of pockets if you ever do end up going into Banu space. Alright, folks, that's about all I could get on the Banu Merchantman. It's quite a large vessel, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So remember, folks, you know the drill. You know how to vote, guys. You gotta write down the name of the ship, followed by the word next in capitals with brackets on either side. Or you can vote unknown to get a unique ship that of my choosing that some of you may not have seen before. So you just write unknown in capitals with a couple of brackets, and then that'll be the unknown ship. Thank you guys so much for your support and watching these videos. I enjoy making them for you as long as people enjoy watching them. I try to keep a video a day on this channel, so there's always some Star Citizen here for you, even at the end of the day or the beginning of your day, depending on what time zone you're in. And I do it all for free, folks. There's no Patreon or any advertisements here. Okay, fellas, you know the drill, guys. Fly safe, commanders, and I'll see you in the verse.